in the brain that transmit a thought from one ganglia or cell to another are transmitted on waterways, including your name. And if you don't have enough water, you can't remember your name. It's really quite simple. Alzheimer's is caused by the same things that cause cancer and Parkinson's. And I learned that when I was sick, because when I was first getting sick, before my diagnosis, I had started developing the symptoms of Parkinson's. I had that tremor in my hand. I had some symptoms of multiple sclerosis. I had numbness in my left leg, and I couldn't figure out where it was in space. I had Raynaud's phenomena, which I talk about on my my DVDs, and I was suffering from severe anxiety and depression as my disease progressed, not because I had cancer. I realized it was caused by the same things that had caused my cancer. When I started doing all the things to reverse them, all of these other symptoms went away, and that's when I realized that all disease is caused by the same factors.
The dehydration and poor nutrition, not delivering enough nutrients to your body's cells. Tell me, why is the American diet so horrible? Now, I grew up in two cultures. My father is Lebanese, so when we lived in the Middle East and in the U.S., we ate a lot of Mediterranean foods, which had a lot of fresh vegetables, a lot of garlic, olive oil, as opposed to my mother's southern diet, which had a lot of fried chicken and lots of butter on the vegetables. What's in the American diet that's making it seemingly so dangerous to our health?
Well, one-word answer, everything. One of the problems is we've become too, quote-unquote, civilized. The more civilized people get, the more luxurious their diet gets. And instead of eating like fresh fruits and vegetables and minimal amounts of meat, chicken, and fish, as they do in the Asian countries like Japan and China, you take a woman in Japan who's 70 years old, she has a very low risk of having breast cancer. Because she eats, she has a less stressful life. Everything isn't moving as fast. She's got more family around her. You bring her to America, you feed her the rich Western diet, she has the same risk of getting cancer as every other 70-year-old American. So the thing is, we are not going back to nature. You said before one of the breaks that you believe that God has given us everything in nature to get us well. You are absolutely right. The plan is designed to be done at home. God has given the plan to us ever since creation. It is available to every country in the world, to the educated, the uneducated, to the rich and to the poor. All we have to do is do it. Sunlight is free. It does not cause cancer. I give all of the medical documentation in there for it. It does not cause skin cancer. It's the way we're eating that causes skin cancer. Our ancestors lived and worked outdoors for thousands of years. They never got skin cancer. We only started getting skin cancer when we started eating the rich Western diet. And so that's what's causing it. And I give the medical article documentation for that in my workbook. Sunlight actually reduces the size of internal cancerous tumors. It reduces the size. Sunlight does all sorts of things. It boosts the immune system. It causes a decrease in stress by decreasing the cyclic AMP in a person's body, which is increased by stress and coffee drinking and all the other. But if you still keep drinking coffee and you say, well, I drink water, well, first of all, coffee is a neurotoxin. It is a toxin to the nerves. It has many harmful things in it. But it takes more water out of the body than comes in with the drink. But people are eating, drinking 64-ounce glasses or cups of Coke and Pepsi and these energy drinks, which are making them crazy. And you've got to stop that.
Yeah,
people say, well, I don't want to. Well, then you're going to be sick.
So what we need really consistently every day, we need food that's going to give us live enzymes like juicing will do. Tell us about a routine that you might have with juicing.
Well, juicing is good, and if the more juice a person drinks, the better off they are. But you eat 3 meals a day of healthy food. The more raw food, the better, because raw food does have enzymes, and enzymes have life. It's estimated that in order to eat 3 meals of cooked food a day to make the enzymes to digest that food, because when you cook it, it destroys the enzymes. It's To make the enzymes in your body to digest that cooked food for 3 meals a day takes the amount of energy involved in 8 hours of hard labor. And so that's one reason people are so tired and they want caffeine to pep them up and the energy drinks. Well, start eating more of your food raw. The more the better to get the enzymes. But again, it's not just food. Food is extremely important, but the proper food by itself will not get you well. I started on just changing my diet to the proper food, and I didn't know what else to do. And in 9 months, my tumor returned.